today. So joining me now is Nick Freeman, criminal lawyer, also known as Mr. Loophole. Nick, thank you much for joining me again on this programme.
Good evening.
The fault seems to have been with the Metropolitan Police, that he sent the forms back correctly and they missed the fact he'd put his driving licence number on. Isn't it very unfair when people then find themselves up in front of the magistrate for a mistake made by the police?
Absolutely. And the law says that under those circumstances, and they do happen quite frequently, the court must deal with them in exactly the same way as the fixed penalty system. And to be fair to the court, he received a fine, costs and victim surcharge, which totalled £100, which is exactly the same as he would have received had the police dealt with the fixed penalty system properly. I don't know why he wasn't offered a speed awareness course. He should have been, unless he's completed one in the last 3 years. So this error, it's an administrative error, and it's quite frequent.
And it's all done in secret. That's the other thing. There are these secret courts that now seem to get the motorist. And it seems to me that you're innocent until proved guilty in this country, unless you're a motorist, in which case you're guilty until you prove yourself innocent.
Well, we seem to be living in a society where the motorist is really the criminal, and serious crimes such as burglary seems to be decriminalised, as evidenced by the recent figures, which show that there is a massive, nearly 600 daily burglaries that go unsolved.
Well, that's exactly what we were talking about.
Easy target. They tend to pay up, and they tend to be respectful and law-abiding, and they're facing a very frustrating situation. As you rightly say, the speed limits have been, it's one-way traffic, they're coming down, 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 to the extent we feel we might as well just get out and walk, which is, of course, what the mayor wants, isn't it?
Well, that's absolutely right. And where he was fined was on what used to be the A40M, where it was a motorway, and it's now a 30-mile limit policed by average speed cameras. So it's an absolute boondoggle for fundraising.
Yeah, it's ridiculously slow speed on a 3-lane carriageway, and particularly if the traffic's light. It's very hard to travel at that speed. And the problem is it doesn't make sense to the motorist, does it?
Thank you very much for joining me again. Now back to my